Hello, everyone. I'm Spiros Kyriacopoulos from the organizing committee of OpenConf 2022, a major technology event that focuses on leading-edge tech topics and which is going to be held at Megaro Musikis of Athens on December 2nd and 3rd. With us today, we have Eleni Santorinaiou, who is one of our speakers in this year's conference. She is a Microsoft data and AI specialist and part of the EMEA Black Belt team. So Eleni, welcome to OpenConf. Black Belt sounds very exciting, to be honest with you. So tell us, would you like to tell us a few things about yourself and about this Black Belt thing that you have?
Sure. Very nice to be here and also to have the opportunity to speak in the conference. So I'm gonna start actually from my student years. I studied as a electrical and computer engineer in the National Technical University of Athens during the period of economic crisis in Athens. So after I graduated, I left to do an Erasmus Plus program and worked in UK in the British Telecom lab there. It was very an amazing opportunity for me and experience because I started with zero experience in Linux, and I had to do a lot of work on Linux and Hadoop characterization of hardware. And after that, I joined the Hewlett-Packard Enterprise in Geneva. Mm-hmm. And I worked there as a consultant with Red Hat and OpenStack projects.
Wow.
And I joined later Microsoft as the global black belt to work on data and AI services. And basically the global black belt team, although it sounds intimidating, is a team of nerds and experts on specific technologies. So okay. Come and talk to us. We don't bite, we don't kick. And there I'm working with the customers across EMEA region, so Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and collaborating with the product group to prioritize certain things on the roadmap, onboard customers to the service, and so on.
That's great. So you also had to adjust not only to the new technologies that you had to learn, but you also had to learn a new way of life away from home. I'm sure, for a girl in your age, a young age, you had to adjust to many things, right? It was a lot of challenges that you had to face.
Yes, actually, I love how the pandemic accelerated the adoption of remote work. I used to travel in Germany or Stockholm for a 2 hours meeting, while now I can have both of these meetings in the same day and also have some time to go to the gym or to see my family. And what I love even more in the tech multinational companies like Microsoft, there is the respect and trust on the employee. And this means that they understand this new normal, that nobody expects you to answer an email or a message promptly. Basically, you can leave earlier at one day and work more before a big project. Mm-hmm. So I like a lot where I am at this point. But generally speaking, I believe that the policy and law framework is still not there to support opportunities across Europe, for example, right? When a software company advertises a remote job, they still mean that they need to have a legal entity in the country that they operate, right? In the country of residence. Somehow limits the opportunities of talent in a country like Greece. But I believe that the multinational techs are more open to hire people and talent from any country.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because it was one of the things I wanted to mention. And, obviously remote work is big here in Greece too nowadays, after COVID, of course globally as well. And, people are seeking opportunities with multinational companies, like you mentioned. And And there are opportunities out there for Greeks to take advantage of while living in Greece, like you said, and have a work-life balance in the place where they were born and they enjoy living. So yes, it's important, and it's good to hear that Microsoft respects work-life balance and protects employees from overwork. Have the ability to be flexible on your on your schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To
this
be
is important.
more human-centric.
Yes, that's important, and it's great to hear that. You know, you're a woman in technology. Okay, obviously you have a senior position at Microsoft. A successful person at what you do. Um, how do you feel about women empowerment in the tech industry, where you are? And would you have something to say to young, students, female students that would like to follow your path to success, business success?
So, unfortunately, I don't believe that it's a girl boss type of thing, right? It's not shoot for the
It's not
stars.
correct.
Systematically, we need to do more, right? To include people with different profiles, be it women, be it minorities, be it people without a university degree, to include them in the tech industry because technology is so much in our lives, right? It's not anymore the big IT only. For me, it is surprising that we have so many women studying and graduating with honors even from STEM universities. But on the same hand, on the leadership roles, we don't see so many women.
Okay.
And it raises a question of how is this possible? Why does this happen? And from personal experience, I'll give you this example. In May, we met for the first time after 2 years, all our team together in Portugal. And it was obvious from the first moment the fact that we were two women in a group of 40 people.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that the leadership was trying to approach female candidates because for them it was a problem as well, right?
Mhm.
But the common answer that we were receiving when approaching internal candidates is that, oh, this is a team with experts. Oh, it needs 10 years experience on this specific technology. Oh, I have a family. Oh, I need to travel. So if we don't have role models already in teams, it's like a vicious circle, you know? If we don't have people that new candidates, new talent can relate to, it's very difficult to attract this talent as well in the company. For me, it was the same. Like when they approached me for this role, I tell them like, "Are you crazy? Did you see the job ad? It says 10 years experience." But as I told you, like I joined first in UK with zero experience. Like the technical skills is something that people can get really easily. Now, what we can do is a different type of discussion. For me, some years ago, I was thinking that the paternal leave, for example, needs to be mandatory. But maybe this is too much. The easiest thing to do, I believe, is to change the way we post the job ads to include not only I don't know, to be graduate of a specific MBA or to be a graduate of a specific university. We should go past this and see what people we want to work together, what people we want to have in the culture of the company, and attract the submission of profiles as well.
No, I think you're making a great point, and you also mentioned minorities, which is also very, very, very true and very important. Also, we need to have equal rights in all levels of business, and that's important. I think we're getting there. It takes time, and obviously, IT used to be an area where there weren't so many women. So this is changing. Gradually, and I think it's gonna even out eventually in the future. So yeah, I think that you're bringing up great points, and I see your positive attitude, and how you approach opportunities, which is great. And I'm sure it has helped you through your career to achieve goals that you set out to get things, which is great. And since we're talking about goals, we also have your speech at the event, of course. And it seems like it's going to be a very interesting speech, and I'd like to hear more about it. So please tell us a few things about it, a few teaser points, so that we know what to expect from you.
Okay, so basically, on the 3rd of December, on Saturday, we are going to talk about the factors that determine the strategy of the database design in multi-tenant applications. Basically, should we group tenants together in the same database or in separate servers? Should we isolate them or so? Also, we will discuss about both relational and NoSQL databases because the strategy there would be different. And finally, how Microsoft does this already with Dynamics 365, which is a business application with 1 million databases.
Wow, sounds very exciting. We're really looking forward to see you at the event. It's going to be on December 3rd, like you said. The conference is going to be held the 2nd and the 3rd of December. So everybody come, join us. It's going to be very exciting. And Eleni Santorinaiou will be there to, tell us very interesting things about Microsoft technologies in AI. Thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing you at the event. Bye-bye.